Hey guys, what's going on? James here, and in this video today, we're going to be taking a look at an interesting question. It is on the possibility of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers drafting a wide receiver in this upcoming NFL draft. And I want to go back to the NFL Combine because Todd Bowles, when asked on what position groups stand out to him in this draft class entering the NFL Combine, this is what Bowles had to say. For me, I'll be very interested in looking at a lot of guys on defense, obviously the edge rushers, the cornerbacks, and the inside linebackers for me. We've talked a lot about those groups, by the way, which I'll be looking at. I'm really interested in the wide receivers as well. That's head coach Todd Bowles saying that. So that's very, very interesting to me. Okay, because Todd Bowles certainly has a say on what goes on in the NFL draft. Of course, he's going to make his suggestions to Jason Light as to which players he wants to see drafted. And right now, the Buccaneers wide receiver room consists of Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Jalen McMillan, Trey Palmer's in that mix, Sterling Shepard, although I'd probably put Sterling Shepard above Trey Palmer at this point on a depth chart. Cameron Johnson is in there as well. You also still have some practice squad guys like Ryan Miller is still there. Tanner Canoe is in there as well. I just want to, you also got like Marquez Callaway. Remember him? He was a bit of an interesting backup option for the Buccaneers on the practice squad that never really got a ton of looks. Dennis Houston is there. Raheem Jarrett is there as well. So the Bucs have a lot of wide receivers. Okay, they do, and they're going to add more through undrafted free agents and whatnot, and maybe another free agent signing somewhere in the mix. But could they draft a receiver? Well, let's take a look. I don't think they're going to draft a wide receiver early. Okay, I absolutely do not believe that. You know, guys like Luther Burden the third, Emeka Ibuka, Matthew Golden, obviously Tet McMillan, they're not going to be options for the Bucs. Okay, I would even go as far as to say, like, looking at round 2 options, Alec Ayamaner, Jack Betch, Jaden Higgins, Xavier Restrepo, Jalen Noel, those guys are not going to be options either. Really, when I'm looking at options for the Bucs, it's later, guys. It's guys that are going to be available in rounds 5 to 7. Okay. And right now, the Buccaneers draft picks, in terms of the 2025 draft picks, they have, let's go ahead and just take a quick look at this. So round 5 is pick number 157. Okay, 157th, pick 21 in round number 5. So like Pat Bryant could be an interesting option in there. He's a guy at 6'3", 200 pounds, could be an interesting perimeter outside type of wide receiver. Kobe Hudson, UCF guy, 6'1", 200 pounds, may be an option somewhere in there as well. Kyle Williams, 6 foot tall, 186 pounds. This is where you start to get into the range of, okay, you could possibly see the Bucs take a wide receiver here. I don't even think in round 4 I see them take a wide receiver, guys. And then in round 7, you're looking at the 235th overall pick. Caden Prather, I'm a big Caden Prather guy. Obviously, I'm a fan of Maryland. You guys have seen me wear my Maryland shirts before. 6'3", 210 pounds. I like him as a deep threat wide receiver. I think he could be very good. Is Ty Felton on this list? He is. I love Ty Felton. He was a dog at Maryland, guys. He was an absolute dog. Love Ty Felton in a Bucs uniform. 6'2", 186 pounds. I like him a lot. He'd be a great outside wide receiver and could be a really good addition in my opinion. So you've also got another Florida guy in Shamir Dyke, 6'1", 195 pounds. Ricky White, Efton Chisholm III, Jimmy Horn Jr., a lot of the Colorado receivers, apparently. Will Shepard's in there, LeJontay Wester, Samuel Brown, Theo Weiss, which I had him going in my most recent mock draft of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. These are kind of some of the wide receivers you've got to start kind of putting in your brain, right? Because, yes, I do think it is possible the Buccaneers do take a wide receiver, but I certainly don't think it is going to be in the early rounds. It's going to be some of these later guys, right? If I had to name some guys where I'm like, yes, please, let me get, you know, some of that. Like, I'm looking at Caden Prather. I'm looking at Ty Felton. Those are Maryland guys. Of course, I'm going to support them. I mean, you know, Theo Weiss Jr. could be an interesting option. Bruh McCoy. Or it's probably Brew McCoy. Bruh McCoy. Love that. You know, there are some interesting options in here. Okay, there are. Rock Taylor's an interesting name. Samuel Brown, again. Shamir Dyke is an interesting option. You've also got, again, if you want to go like even earlier, Pat Bryant, Kobe Hudson are some interesting names in there as well. So that's my thoughts and opinions, guys. I do think the Buccaneers will be in play to draft a wide receiver, but it's going to be in the later rounds, if at all. So what do you guys think about this? Let me know your thoughts and opinions about it down in the comments section below. Do you want the Buccaneers to take a wide receiver early? Maybe they take a Mike Ibuka. Maybe they take like a Matthew Golden or something. Or do you say, hey, we're good at wide receiver? Jalen McMillan is the future. He is, probably, in my opinion. Also, shout out Trey Palmer. Don't know really what happened to him. Hopefully he gets more involved this upcoming season. But is that, like, which side are you on? Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions. I'd love to hear it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. As always, guys, I'll see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.